This week I'm going to show you how to make this ride-in horse. What you need for this one is one 11-inch round, 5 260s for the mane, 3 260s for the tail, 2 350s for the waist part, 1 646 for the neck, and 1 350 for the ears, and another 260, whatever color you want, for the reins. Okay, let's get started. We're going to start our horse with the 11-inch round blown up to about an 8-inch size, about the size of your head, and a 646 with a 6-finger tail. Let a nice puff of air out before you tie it. Then we're going to tie the knots together of these two, the 646 and the 11-inch round. Then you want to have in your hand the one that you're going to use for the reins. Inflate that the whole way and let a nice puff of air out so it's mushy. Start by making a little round bubble on this 646 after you tie them together, about the size of an orange. And we're going to pinch twist that. So if these are tied together, turn this around a couple times so it doesn't come undone. Pull the knots down and lift this up and turn it together like this. And then we're going to squeeze a nose off for your horse. You want to kind of push the air up. It's a little tricky towards the knot, and just turn off a nose. This one's a little bigger than a grapefruit. And we're going to turn it around about 5 times. We don't want that to come undone. Don't leave go. Take the one that you're using for the reins, and we're going to wrap it around the center, still holding on to it with your other hand. I'm going to pick that up, but this is still snug around. And before I twist this, I'm going to twist it real close down into this crevice. But before you twist it, look and make sure these are even. So you can roll it around like this until you get those even. And then wrap it nice and snug underneath. And then we're going to take the two ends, they should be about the same size, and pull this together like this and twist off 2 little bubbles, 2 little cherry tomato sized bubbles. Flip one under this little space right here and pinch twist it. I'm going to flip the other one under too after I turn it, so they're nice and twisted. And now we're going to put the ears on up around. I said 5 260s for the hair, but you actually need 6. 5 of them are curled, and one that goes up on his head part is going to be just one long 260 blown up. So we're going to do the ears, and then we're going to wrap the hair around. We're going to hold on to the one that you're going to use for the hair on the forehead up here. So I'm holding on to the black one, and I'm going to grab the one that I'm using for the ears, and I'm going to start with a cherry tomato sized bubble and pinch twist it. Pull the knot to turn it. And then we're going to squeeze the air up if it gets tight. This has a 5-finger tail. We're going to make 8 fingers right below this pinch twist and twist it off, and then 2 4-finger bubbles for one of the ears. And before I go any further, so that this doesn't come undone, I'm going to take the one that's for the front of the hair like I just showed you. It's a 260 blown up the whole way with a nice puff of air out, and I'm going to knot this right around the bottom of one of the ears, and then just tug it. And now make a 4-finger bubble for the top of the forehead, another 4-finger bubble, and another 4-finger bubble for the other ears. And so that these ears on the other side don't come undone, I'm just gonna kind of put 5 fingers in there and wrap this around the other ear, like that. I can leave it go now, it shouldn't come undone. So I have this, and I'm gonna take my horse and put this right up in front of that big 646 pinch twist. Wrap it underneath the neck and twist it off. Now this can get popped and tied off. Just tie it into this knot below the pinch twist, but knot it 3 times. Give it 3 little tugs, 1, 2, 3, so it doesn't unroll and come undone. So I have this. And you can bend this so it's curved. We're gonna run it back over to the other side, make a little loop. Doesn't matter, could be a little bit smaller than the other one. Take what you have left, and you can twist off a little micro bubble, tiny little bubble, and wrap it around the other ear, and just tuck it in behind. I'll wrap it around 2 times so it doesn't come undone. And then you can curve these. Now what we're going to do is take the curlicue parts and put those on. Let me show you how I make a curlicue out of a 260. For this, you want to pre-inflate a 260 and let all the air out. And then hold the tail end, this is the part where you blow it up, right here between your thumb and your finger, and then wrap it like a hose, not real tight, just kind of loose the whole way around, and then you put this end on the inflator part and you ask somebody to pump it up. Unless you have an electric inflator, you can stick it on there and inflate it, or you can pump it up yourself. It's easier if you have someone to help you. And that's how I inflate this. I don't have somebody to help me right now, or I would show you, but once it inflates, it goes around your finger. So take 5 of these, and we're going to wrap the knots. You can wrap one at the back here, where these 2 little pinch twists are at the back of the reins, and the other 4 are going to get wrapped in up here. Then I'm going to tie the next 2 knots together and pull them around this 646 pinch twist in the back of the head. And then I'm going to take another one of the 260s, and I'm going to kind of pull it through these 3 loops like this, and just wrap one of these knots around the ear. It doesn't really matter where you add the hair, just you kind of just want to add it to make it look good, however you like it. But I like to pull one through the knots, through these 3 loops, and then I'm gonna put this end down underneath the yellow part right here. Kind of shapes the hair nicely when you do that. And I have one more, and I'm just gonna wrap that one in to this 646 pinch twist. And I'll tuck that one under this goldenrod 260 rein as well. So you have this. And just kind of fix it so it looks good. Now what we want to do is make the little part that they ride in. So you want to go to the bottom of here and twist off a little round bubble. like this. And then we're gonna pinch twist that. Twist it around good. Then cut a tiny little hole in the remaining part and let the air out of this part. Hold on to it though, it's not tied yet. So then tie it around. I'm gonna tie it like 2 or 3 times so it doesn't come undone. Two times should be good. So I'm gonna take 2 350s with 5 finger tails and wrap them together so there's 2 little round bubbles. These are about 3 finger bubbles. So I have 2 bubbles, I'm gonna wrap them together and then pinch twist these. Pull the knot and turn it. Pull the other knot and turn it. And now figure out how big you want it. You're just gonna go around your waist, right to behind, and then wrap these together. Flip one through. Make another little round pinch twisted bubble. Cut these ends off and we're gonna tie these together. I'm gonna knot them like 3 times, tug them a little bit so they don't come undone. I don't like it when things unroll. So you have this. Then take 3 of your little curly Q balloons and we're gonna wrap them on this pinch twist. I'm gonna tie these balloons for the tail feathers together at the knots. And then wrap them around for the tail. Now take the head part and we're going to wrap it around where the 2 pinch twists are. Flip this under and then take it up around these 2 pinch twists in the front and back down. So you have this. Now fix your horse the way you like it. And we're going to draw the eyes on. To draw on the eyes, you're going to make 2 little curves. One here and one beside it with about like 2 inches or like 2 fingers in between. And then we're going to draw ovals down from the center of those little curves. And just fill them in. Do the same thing on the other side. Draw a big oval down from the center of the other curve, about the same size as the other one. You can just rest your hand on the side here to hold your hand straight and fill it in. And then you can make 2 big comma looking things up above for the eyebrows. And there's the eyes. And then for the nose, we're just gonna make 2 commas, one in the opposite direction, and then put a big curve. You can put a little curve underneath of it and fill that in. And then put 2 little curves for the cheeks. Right here on the sides. And his hair is covering his eye a little bit, so I can kind of curve this up in the middle to uncover his eyes. And here is your ride-in horse. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next week in another video.